Okay, everyone, welcome to English for Academic Purposes class. And today's our topic is about formal and informal English. But before we start, do you know what is formal and informal English?
No, miss, I don't know yet.
Okay, next slide, please. So first, we must know what is English for Academic Purposes, or EAP. It refers to the use of English in academic contexts such as university lectures, academic essays and reports, research papers and journals, academic presentation, and communication with lecturers and supervisors. So when I say the example of this, do you know what is the language we use? It's formal or informal?
I usually use formal English, miss.
Okay, next slide, please. So we move to the differentiate between formal and informal English. So let's start first with the informal English one. Informal English is used in daily conversation like chatting, social media, and talking to friends. Informal English uh, is like relaxed and conversational tone, use contraction and abbreviations, simple and emotional expression. So, do you think uh, do you most use in spoken language is informal English or not?
I think I more use informal English daily, miss.
Okay, like what? What is the example of informal English do you use?
I usually use for conversation in social media.
Okay, so let's move to the formal English. Formal English is used in academic and professional situations such as assignment, presentation, reports, and email to lectures. And also, formal English usually has an objective and impersonal tone, academic or formal vocabulary, complete and well structure of sentences, and careful grammar and punctuation. The first we can see in the slide is the use of contractions. In the slide, uh, it's a use of contraction in an informal and formal English. The first is don't and informal. Uh, and informal contact we use do not. The example is when students don't understand the theory. In informal ways, we use it as students do not understand the theory. So I want to ask you something. Can we use cannot in an academic essay? Cannot.
We can, miss, we can.
Yes. Kalau don't, kalau don't,
No, we use down in informal English.
betul. So the next is about personal and impersonal style writing. We try to avoid too many personal opinions like I think or we think. The example is I think this result is important. Itu formal atau informal?
Can you repeat again, miss?
I think this result is important.
I
I
think
said
it's
that
for
before. I said that before. Informal writing, we try to avoid using too many personal opinions like I think or we think. So I ask you, I think this result is important. It's formal or informal?
it's informal, miss.
Okay. The formal ones is this result is considered important. So the next is about vocabulary choice. Formal English use more precise and academic vocabulary. Like a lot of its informal context, we can use it informal by using many or a significant number of, atau di informal ada get, sedangkan di formal ada obtain or receive. Contohnya, a lot of students get low scores. Harusnya kalau di formal jadi many students obtain low scores. Move on to phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are common in speaking, but they are not recommended in formal writing. Like find out, look at, deal with. Harusnya di formal jadi discover, examine, and address. It's about emotional and subjective language. So, di informal, biasanya pasti kita sering bilang kayak very important or really bad. Meanwhile, in academic writing, we must avoid that word like very important or really bad. Digantikan ke significant or problematic. Like the example is, this issues is really serious. Itu nggak boleh karena itu menunjukkan emotional and subjective language, which is in formal context itu tidak diperbolehkan. Jadi diganti ke this issue is significant. The next is about sentence structures completeness. Formal English requires complete sentence, like clear subject verb structure and logical connector. The example is like, because the data was incomplete, itu masih kurang tepat kalau dipakai di academic writing. Seharusnya the findings were limited because the data was incomplete. So, do you know when to use formal English in EAP?
It's like when I writing essays, reports, and thesis. Then I use for preparing academic presentation.
So, if you send a message to a lecture on WhatsApp, should it be more formal or informal?
It should be formal English.
Exactly. Common student mistake in EAP. The first is use contraction in academic writing, overusing I or we, choosing informal vocabulary, and writing the way they speak. Remember, formal writing is not the same as chatting, so we must use formal language. So, could you decide whether the sentences are formal or informal? A, I think this topic is really important. B, this topic is considered significant. C, a lot of students get confused during lectures. Or D, I think this topic is really important. It must too formal and too informal.
I think the sentence are referred to formal English is B and C, and informal English is A and D.
Could you tell me the reasons why?
Because in the formal English, on the option uh, B and C, it say in B this topic is considered significant, which means is formal English, and C a lot of students get confused during lectures, and it's a formal English usually.
So why A and D is informal?
Why is APR informal in option A and D? Because it say I think this topic is really important and it's the use formal English. It use informal English.
Because in formal context, we avoid using I think. So today we learned the difference between formal and informal English. To sound formal, remember to choose formal vocabulary, avoid contractions, and write complete and clear sentence. So, any questions so far?
No, miss.
Thank you for today and see you in the next session.